Okay, class, my name is Jesse Robertson, and I'm going to be teaching you about dangling modifiers today. Dangling modifiers is a grammatical term that we use to describe what happens in the sentence whenever we can write a sentence that can be a little bit confusing. Dangling means that we're really not sure what's happening here. We have a sentence that has a modifier. In this case, while smoking a pipe is our first modifier in the sentence. And I believe that you have this sentence written on your first page there. Let's go over the definition real quickly for modifiers. A modifier opens the sentence and must be followed immediately by the word that it is meant to describe. Otherwise, the modifier is said to be dangling, and the sentence takes on an unintended meaning. For example, in this sentence, while smoking a pipe, my dog sat with me by the crackling fire. In this sentence, while smoking the pipe, is the dog smoking the pipe? No, the dog is not smoking the pipe. And so what we need to do is we need to change this so that it makes more sense to us. There's two things that we can do to change this so that it makes more sense. The first thing is that we can put the subject, or what this is modifying, in the first part of the sentence. So, while smoking a pipe, my dog sat with me by the crackling fire while I was smoking the pipe. I sat with my dog by the crackling fire. And that way, we know exactly what is being modified here. It's not the dog, but it's me. So the first thing you can look at here is the ing. When you see an ing word at the beginning of the sentence, it kind of gives you a clue that this could be a sentence that has a dangling modifier in it. So whenever you read this first clause, there's a comma here, and then whatever follows directly after that is what is being modified. So when you read this, you say, who? While smoking a pipe, who? My dog? No, it's not my dog. It's me. I was with my dog while I was smoking a pipe. While I was smoking a pipe, my dog sat with me by the crackling fire. Let's take a look at the second sentence here. Looking at the leather-skirted woman, his sports car went through a red light. Now, can you tell me what this means? Sunshine?
Pass.
Pass? Okay, yes.
So the guy was looking at the girl and then he passed the red light?
That's what it's supposed to be here, but we can get confused because this is a dangling modifier. Looking at the leather-skirted woman, who? His sports car? No, his sports car wasn't looking at the leather-skirted woman, it was him. So he was looking at the leather-skirted woman, and his sports car went through the red light. And so we have to include who it is in the beginning to be able to know who is, what is being modified here. Another way that we can modify this is putting the subject right after this. And so, looking at the leather-skirted woman, he was driving his sport car and went through the red light. We can do the same thing with this one. While smoking a pipe, I was sitting with my dog by the crackling fire. And so I comes right after this modifier, while smoking a pipe. Looking at the leather-skirted woman, who? His sports car? No, it was him. He drove his sports car through the red light. Okay, now I want you to take a look at this next page here. You have page 425. And I want you to see if you can rewrite the sentences for number 4. Covered with food stains, my mother decided to wash the tablecloth. See if you can rewrite that so that the modifier is not dangling anymore. Alex, can you tell me what you wrote?
Okay, my mother decided to wash the tablecloth because it was covered.
Very good. My mother decided to wash the tablecloth because it was covered in stains. Very good. He included the modifier at the very beginning of the sentence. You could do that after that as well, but just remember that the first thing that you need to do is identify it as being a dangling modifier. The second thing you need to do is that you need to determine who. You need to ask yourself who. Who is this modifying? Look behind that clause to see what the first thing is, and if it's not who's intended to be modified, then you need to change your sentence. Okay? You can change it in two ways: put the subject with the first clause, or put it directly after it. Okay? Any questions? Okay, thank you. That concludes my lesson.